Haha.
Here he is.
Harry. Hello, mate.
How are you?
Good, you?
I'm emotionally drained, to be honest.
Yeah, so am I, mate. That blood vessel I said I was going to pop, I think nearly went tonight.
Ain't that the
Yeah.
truth?
Yeah. Oh, what do you make of it, mate? It's just the same story, isn't it? We just pick out positives from players and we just can't get the job done, isn't it?
It's a bit. It's true.
It's a broken record, mate.
It's true.
It's a broken record. It's the same blokes that just aren't good enough. Basically, you know what I mean?
It's a harsh reality, but you're right.
Yeah,
it is really.
It is. I mean, look, I think the positive is that the blokes we've actually recruited look to be pretty competent, I'd say. Fogarty, good. Sard, good. McDonald, mate, he's miles ahead of Mitch McGovern. He's done more in that game than I think McGovern's done in the whole time he's been at the club, to be honest. And if he gets a game ahead of him, you know, based purely on that, or whether or not it's to do with structures or something like that, I'll go, hey, mate. Like he can't get a game ahead of McDonald at the moment. I don't know what you think about it, but
yeah, Oscar just keeps on impressing me, to be honest. I really wasn't excited about him. The prospect of him being on the list, I thought he did some good things against the Saints. I wasn't sure if that was just because it was a high-scoring game, but fair play to the lad. He came on and made an impact straight away.
Yeah. And look, I think the disappointing thing for me is that when it's been the story with us in a lot of these games, you're in there right in the hunt in the last quarter, and they just don't seem to be able to get over the line. I don't know whether it's a fitness thing or there were just a few mistakes late in that game from. Look, I'm not singling just him out, but Sam Docherty had that fumble in the goal square that cost us a goal, and then he's gone to make that kick at half back. It's been smothered and it's cost us a goal. So, you know, it's frustrating, but I think you look at a guy like a guy like Ed Kerner, he's touched it 29 times, but he's gone at 55%. Like, it's just those blokes are not good enough. Him, Levi Casbolt, I mean, he kicks the first goal, and then after that, what does he do? Like, it's the same stuff week in, week out. And I mean, if we think we're going to go to the next level with guys like that, it's never going to happen, Terry. It's never ever going to happen with those guys. But that too is incumbent upon younger guys stepping up and putting their hand up, and you know, guys like Dow and Stocker, and they're just not at that. Those guys are just not at that level yet. I thought O'Brien was. Jeez, mate, I made a case for him on Monday, but jeez, I reckon I'm going to be making a case for him to come straight out. Unfortunately, he looks really out of his depth, that young kid. I don't see much development with him either. There just hasn't been. I don't see anything. Terry.
Yeah, you know, I saw a passage of.
I don't see any of that. Like, there's no.
I saw two passages of play where I was really happy with him. There was one his goal. I watched him run from the wing. It would have been a 130-meter sprint. Really gut ran to get in position. I thought, okay, good, very good, well done, hard work, fair play. There was another play where he put his body on the line. I think he earned a free kick. He put his body in the hole. And then again, I'm thinking, oh, Lockie, fantastic. Just want him to win some more ball. And then unfortunately, the moment it looked bad from the game, it looked bad from level 4 where I was. I don't want to hang him out to dry, but it just he'll be shattered with himself. I'm sure he will. But the reality is, it just undid some good things that he did tonight.
Not good enough. It's not good enough. You know, and you only how many times you touch the ball? Nine disposals for, you know, as a midfielder. It's just not good enough. And mate, the Jones on Rewalt, mate, that first moment in the first quarter when I said on Monday, okay, he's got to be awake early.
Yeah, you did.
It was just, I think the whole game, if I'm looking at it from a whole, from quarter one to all the way through to the end, and I said it last week, said it on Monday as well, we just don't do the little things right. The little moments in games. I mean, what we kick in that third quarter, like 2-6.
Mm-hmm.
You kick 4 or 5, and it's just it's a completely different story. So,
Mm-hmm.
We need to polish it up. And I'm imploring our fan base and everybody around the club. I just want the rhetoric to start changing from, oh yeah, this player played well and that player played well and then he played well and this is. Can we end that? Is that going to when is that going to end? That's what I want to know. When's all the crap about he's improving and he's improving? It's got to become about winning. Next week, I mean, if we go 0-2 next week, what does this week mean?
It makes it worse, doesn't it?
What is it? Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, all right, we got to within 4 goals of Richmond. Okay, we did last year. We did under Brendan Bolton. I mean, where is, from a scoreboard point of view, there's no improvement, Terry. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what matters, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, look, there are positives to take out of the game, but at the end of the day, it's the scoreboard that counts. I thought the last 8 minutes was disgraceful, to be honest. I thought the last 8 minutes, the way we wilted in the end. I know they're a premiership team, but we had ample opportunity to win that game, and I thought we folded pretty miserably in the end. And people saying that margin didn't reflect the game. I think it does. The scoreboard tells you everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Whether or not they could have rotated a few more through the middle to get us, a little bit of extra run and carry, and starting Fisher in the middle in that last quarter, I think about 15 minutes in when the game was on the line was, I don't know, just that perplexed me. I was really, 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 I don't know, I was scratching my head about that. And even Rocco mentioned it too. We got smashed in the centre clearances. We were absolutely belted. Look, Williams will come in and Martin will come in, but as I said during the week too, there were no excuses tonight, mate. There were no excuses tonight. And anyone thinking that the players are going to be tapping each other on the back after that, I mean, you're bloody dreaming. The players aren't tapping each other on the back after losing that game. There's no reason why us in the fan base should be as well. I mean, it's Carlton at the end of the day, not any other team. We don't, losses shouldn't be lauded, in my opinion.
No, it's fair.
I think this is what we should have been doing in the first and second year of the rebuild, not 6-7 years in. Having said that, though, I think structurally the plan that Teague is sort of implementing and the way we want to play, I think will stack up for the majority of the year. It's just a matter of personnel being good enough. I mean, and the big difference tonight was, and he's going to be the difference all year, is Dustin Martin, isn't he? I mean,
he's special.
Fucking hell. He's incredible, isn't he? But I will say, I think one kid who has taken another step in the right direction is Sam Walsh. Jesus Christ, mate. He's our best player by a long, long way, Terry.
What I say on Monday, mate? What I say on Monday? Who's got that Brownlow?
Well, mate, look, he could get 2 votes tonight. But the one thing I will say, though, is I want to see our midfielders start to become goal-kicking midfielders.
Yeah.
That's what I want to. I mean, I know, it's Dusty and all that, but he's kicked 2 goals today. And guys who are down as well, even you look at in the Richmond forward line, look, their smalls were not exactly lively or dominated the game, but they've all kicked. Arts has kicked 2, Rioli's kicked 2, Castagna's kicked 2. And that's the difference at the end of the day. You look at our smalls. I mean, Fisher hasn't kicked a goal. Gibbons has kicked 2. And then where are the rest? Murphy was, playing that half forward role. It's not him, mate. I mean, he had that nice hit up for Mackay, but I mean, for mine, like if a guy like him's not playing in the midfield, he shouldn't be playing at all, to be honest. That's my opinion. But yeah, the one thing I want to take out of this game is I want our fan base to stop this rhetoric about, it was good, it was positive. That was what we were going through, in the last 3 or 4 years. It's got to start to become about winning. Yeah, and as I said, if we go 0-2 next week,
I fear what the fan cams will be if we go 0-2 or 0-3.
Oh boy, I will say something though, and you can snip at this. You did mention about ins and outs. Williams and Martin should come back in. Probably, I don't know about Martin with that calf, but Williams will play. O'Brien will probably make way for him. And do we play McDonald? You have to play him, don't you?
I mean,
I'd be playing him ahead of Levi as well. I mean, Levi was terrible. He was shocking tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know why do people keep thinking that a guy who's 31 is going to be, oh, yeah, he'll kick our goals, mate. He hasn't kicked our goals for 10 years. He never has, and he never will. You know,
yeah.
You've got to play the new kid. You've got to play the new man on the block.
Yeah, he looked like a guy that hadn't played a preseason game early in the game. I'll tell you that much, Levi.
I know. I know,
Yeah.
but Terry, it's no excuse. It's no excuse.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it shouldn't be a cop out for him. I will say this though, and you can screenshot this and you can chop it up. Unbeatable next week.
Carlton.
Unbeatable.
Wow.
At the $2.30. Get on, punters.
All right, that's good to know. I think that's the perfect note to end it on. There, we'll hold you to it and look at next week.
It'll be nice. Well, I think, mate, I reckon if Collingwood lose as well, mate, both teams 0-2.
Love it.
All right.
Good on you, Paul.
Enjoy. We'll chat soon,
Thanks,
mate.
legend. We'll
Go
do.
Blues.
Take care.